So, hello, hello. Okay, so when you see me with this tape, you know there is something is coming up. Okay, so I'm here with my tape. We are going to do something. Okay. Oh, the only thing is that you already see it on the thumbnail, so it's not a surprise anything yet. But yeah, I'm going to give you a tip of what is happening. So I made a post on my YouTube short some days ago, and I asked, do you want a tutorial for the top? And I saw that a lot of people turn up, and actually makes me happy that people actually want a tutorial. So I'm going to be making the tutorial. I was supposed to make this tutorial since, but we have been having problem with light has been giving us issue. Like for 2 days there is no NEPA light, so I couldn't do anything. So yeah, lucky for me today we have a light. So yeah, that is why I'm going to be making this tutorial today. So yeah, um so if you see my channel for the first time, you are welcome. And if you're my returning subscriber, you're also welcome, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. All right, so today we are going to be making this top you're seeing on your thumbnail, that you saw on your thumbnail, and also I'm going to put it on the screen. Okay, so we're going to be making this top today. So I made quite two of it. I made one for myself, and somebody saw it on my body and they love it. So yeah, so I decided to post it on my YouTube short, and you guys love it too. So yeah, we're going to be making the top. And I'm going to be showing you how you take your body measurement, the measurement you need to take, and how you need to fold your fabric, and what you need to do, and how to sew your fabric, okay, to be turn into top. Yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, so if this is something that you're interested in, keep on watching, stay with me, let's get this done together. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you right now is how you take your measurement. You only need two measurements. Okay, the first measurement is how you get your sleeve length, and how you determine the width of your top. Okay, so that is the first thing I'm going to show you. First of all, you see the way I'm standing. Okay, so I'm going to be place my tape here. Okay, my tape is going to be here, and I'm going to place my tape here. I'm going to take this tape all the way down. Okay, so what I got here, I got 28 inches, and this is how my sleeve length is going to be. So this is how the width of my top is going to be when I fold it into two. Okay, when I fold my fabric into two, I need to have something at least more than 28 inches. Okay, so when you take your tape from here all the way here to your sleeve length, and find out how long you want your sleeve to be. If you want it to cover your hand, or if you want it to be just a bit above your ribs, or anyhow you want it, this is how you're going to take your measurement. Okay, so when you find out, now we determine how you're going to fold your fabric and cut. Okay, and then you also will determine how many yard of fabric you will need. Okay, so for me, for my own body size, I need at least one yard is okay for me, because it's going to be fold. I'm going to show you how to fold it. 1 yard is enough for me, or 1¼ yard is enough for me. It depends how long I want my sleeve to be. But if I don't want it to be too long, 1 yard is more than enough for me. And if you're on a bigger size, or you're taller, 1½ yard should be enough, or 2 yards should be more than enough for you, because I'm still going to show you how to fold to get your sleeve length. Okay, yeah, so the next measurement you need is your top length. Okay, place your tape here at the tip of your neck. Okay, and then you find out how long you want your top to be. I want my top to be at 17 inches long. Okay, this is how long I want my top to be. It's actually a crop top. Okay, so I want it to be 17, but if you want it to be more than that, that will determine how many yard of fabric you will get. Okay, Oh yeah, so that is it for now. So the next thing now, we're going to the cutting table to show you how you need to fold your fabric and how you need to cut. Okay, all right, let's do that. So guys, I'm here on my cutting table. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using. This is silk. This is Duchess, I think. This is Duchess. So this is the fabric I'm going to use. This is exactly 1 yard. All right. So I have my cutting scissors. I have my paper scissors here. The reason why I'm getting paper scissors for now is because I'm going to use this paper as a demo to show you how to cut your uh, your blouse. Okay, so I have my tape that I'm going to be using for my measurement. Okay, so the next thing now I need to get is my pencil. I forget to get my pencil, guys. Hold on. So guys, now let's begin. So I'm going to be using this one as a demo, as I'm going to use it as represent of my fabric. Okay, like I said, if you're on a small size, 1 yard should be enough, because at the end of the day you're going to have 28 inches. You're going to have 28 inches long for fabric. Okay, 28 inches long for your sleeves, because when you fold in like this twice, okay, when you fold in twice like this, you're going to have 30 by 30, because right now I'm folding in from the width of my fabric, like the width of my fabric. So since I'm using a 1 yard, so I'm folding from the 60 inches. But if I'm using 2 yard, I'm folding for the widest part. Okay, you fold in twice. Okay, this is like a 60. If you get the 2 yard of fabric, this is by 60, this is by 2 yard. Okay, and then you're going to fold in twice like this to have the width of your top. Okay, so from this point now, you're going to fold in back again twice, so that you have your total front and your back pattern together. I hope you understand what I mean. So this is how I'm going to be folding my fabric. Okay, can you see that? So now I have my front and I have my back pattern together. So the next thing I'm going to do here, okay, what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to take the width of my top. Okay, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to, for my fabric, for my main fabric, I'm going to be taking 3.5 by 1.5. Okay, because we are going to be creating a channel where or fist button on. Okay, so I'm going to be marking 3.5 by 1.5. All right, 3.5 by 1.5. That will be the width of my neck width. Okay, my neck width and my neck depth. My neck width is 3.5 and the depth is 1.5. All right, so I'm going to use my marker to connect it this way. All right, this is going to serve the both front and the back together. So at this moment now, I'm going to get my tape and I'm going to take my top measurement, my top length. So my top length, I want my top to be at the end of the day 17 inches. So that means I'm going to add 1 inch to that 17 inches to make up 18 inches. So that 18 inches, the 1 inch, I'm going to use it to fold in my blouse, the rough edges, that is the bottom part, I'm going to use it to fold in. So your top length plus 1 inch fold. All right, so if you want your top to be 30, or you want your top to be how long you want it to be, at this time you determine how long you want it to be. So here is my fabric. Okay, so this is my top, my fabric. So I'm going to place my tape here to know how long the length of my top. So I have exactly 18 inches here. Did you see what I mean? Exactly 18 inches. So I'm going to be using this 1 inch for fold. So when I'm going to join my blouse together, I'm going to be marking place my tape like this to get my slip opening. I'm going to be getting my slip opening of 5.5 inches. Okay, that is how wide I want my slip to be. And then when I come to my waist, once I've done joining, I will take my sleeve opening from here. So when I'm going to join, I'm going to join it all the way from here, all the way from here to where I want my my waist opening to be. That's where I'm going to be putting on my sleeve, so my top. So it's going to be at least you take your waist measurement. So if you want it to be a little bit loose, then you add like at least 1.5 inches to it on both sides. Okay, 1.5 inch for both sides, so that you can accommodate your body size when you are going to put it on. Okay, you take your waist measurement at 1.5 inches. So from where the 1.5 inches stop, that is where you're going to start. You're going to stitch from this opening, from your slip opening, all the way to this point here. Okay, with 0.5. The same thing you're going to do, mark 5.5 inches for the opening, and then stitch it all the way from there to where you want your opening to start from for the hemming part. Okay, so yeah, that is all about this top. And I'm going to be using my bias to pipe in the neck. And we're going to be creating a channel where my button is going to be, so that it can be easy pass when I'm going to put on my dress, okay, my top. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to be doing that on my fabric. Now I'm going to repeat what I did here on my fabric, so let's do it together. So let's begin. I'm going to get my tape. I'm going to start taking my neck width of 3.5 inch like I said earlier, and I'm going to mark 1.5 inch for my neck depth. I will use my armhole curve to create my neck curve, okay, like you see me doing. So I need to pin it so that it will not move around. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut out this excess. And don't throw away this excess, okay? Keep this excess because we are going to use it to create a strap for my button. Okay, I'm going to use it to create a strap for my button. So the next, now I'm going to weave all the rough edges. This is optional. If you don't have a weaving machine, you can just fold in twice, since you need to make that where your sleeve opening is going to be. Just fold in twice and then you stop stitch it. Okay, but because I have weaving machine, so it's easier for me. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to fold in once and use my hemming gum to hold it down. So I'm going to be repeating all this process for all the rough edges, so that we can have a clean finish from the inside. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be working on the facing. Since it's going to have an opening, I need to create a facing for the back. Okay, so the length of the facing is 5.5 inches, and then the width of the facing is 2.75. Okay, so just follow the direction what I'm showing, and so that you can get a perfect finish blouse. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head to my machine. I'm going to start stitching from that this crease line is going to be a guideline for me. Okay, so I'm going to arrange it proper, and then I'm going to start stitching. Okay, I'm going to be stitching from the right side. Okay, the part where I pin my facing is going to be underneath, which is going to be on the wrong side. So I'm going to start stitching it from the right side. Okay, I'm going to be following this crease line that you're just seeing. Okay, just very close to that crease line, and I'm going to be stitching it all the way to at least 4 inches. So that is how wide I want it to be. Take the measurement and repeat the same thing. Okay, just like you see me doing. Okay, please pay close attention so that you will not make any mistake. Okay, if you don't understand it, and if it's too plain so fast, there is option for you that you can play it back to a normal speed that is not going to, that you can understand it proper. All right, so once I'm done, I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to cut it open from that crease line. Be careful when you're cutting it, okay, so that you not go and mess your cloth up. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to head to my iron table now to iron it down. And then I'm going to use my hemming gum to hem the facing down so that it will look clean. If you stop stitch on top, it's not going to look nice. It's not going to look professional. To have a clean professional cloth, use bias to hold it down so that it can look nice from the outside, okay? So once I'm done, I'm going to get my bias to start piping. And when you're going to pin your bias, make sure you keep at least 1 inch away from the starting of your neckline, okay? So that you will use that 1 inch to fold it back to have a clean finish from the opening. So yeah, cut out 1 inch away, right? So now I'm going to go to my sewing machine now. I'm going to start joining it all round, okay? So I'm going to start by joining it now. So once I'm done, I'm going to head back to my ironing table to iron this part like you see me doing. Okay, so this part where I'm touching is going to be where I'm going to fix a strap for my button, where my button is going to be facing in, okay? And this side here, I'm going to fold in to have a clean finish from this side, okay? Yeah. So remember these pieces that I cut out from the neck part, right? That I told you don't throw it away. I'm going to use it as to make a strap. So this is what I'm going to use to create a strap for my button, okay? So yeah. So now I have done iron everything, and I've also prepared my button channel. I have fixed in the strap for my button. So the next thing now, I'm going to start by joining it. So when you're working on this part, you need to be very careful. Don't rush this part because it actually took me time before I get it done, because the fabric I'm working with also contributes. This is silk or a bit Duchess material. I really don't remember the name of this fabric, but in between silk or Duchess material that I use, okay? So it's not really that something that you just rush it. So it's something you need to take your time, right? So at this moment, if you're still watching to this moment, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, if you're learning something from this video today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly do so. And don't forget to turn on your post notification so that you will not miss out on any of my next tutorial, okay? So guys, after I have done prepare my neck, as you can see, I create this channel here that I'm going to be that's the channel for my buttonhole, okay? So once we have done, I have ironed the neck. As you can see, everything is laid and flat and smooth, okay? So the next thing what I'm going to do next now, I'm going to start closing up my fabric to turn it to completely top, okay? So first thing I'm going to start from is here, okay? I'm going to arrange my pieces like this, my fabric or my blouse like this, okay? I'm going to take this measurement from here to this point. I'm going to my sleeve opening, I'm going to be marking 5.5 inches. Remember, while I was showing you on the paper, I said I'm going to be leaving the sleeve opening of 5.5 inches, right? Yeah, this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get my pin, okay? So I'm just going to grab it where the 5.5 inches is here, and then I'm going to pin it here. All right. So when I'm going to head to the machine now, I'm going to start joining from here with 0.5 inch allowance all the way from here, okay, from this 5.5 inches all the way from here to here, all the way to this point, okay. So now when I get to my top length, okay, so I need to create a space also where my head is going to go through, like the opening. So how to determine the opening of the down part, okay, you're going to be take your round waist circumference, okay, your round waist circumference, you're going to be imputing your round waist circumference here plus 1.5 inches, okay, no, plus 3 inches rather, okay. So this is the midpoint, okay. From this midpoint here, I'm going to be marking, impute my waist circumference, okay. My waist circumference divided by 4 is 7 inches, okay. Here is the 7 inches, so I'm going to add 1.5 inches here, okay. So I'm going to add 1.5 inches to this measurement now. So this is where, so that means the total width from here to here. So I'm going to have a total of 8.5 inches. So I'm going to pin that 8.5 inches there, the same thing on this side. So the same thing I did here, I mark 5.5 inches here, stop here. So I pin the rest of it, and I'm going to start joining from here with 0.5 inch all the way to this point here, okay. So once I've done that, I'm going to do the same thing from this side also, okay. I'm going to stitch it all the way to this point. So let's go and do it together. So guys, I'm going to start now by joining with 0.5, and don't forget to backstitch when you get to the part where you're not going to stitch close, okay, mostly from your waist and to where your slip opening is going to be, okay. This is where my slip opening is. I'm going to backstitch. I'm going to be repeating all this process all together. So once I'm done, I'm going to head to my sewing table and start ironing all the hemming part, and use my hemming gum to hem the part, mostly my slip opening, okay. So what I did on my sleeve opening, I also did the same thing for my hemming, that is my waistline, okay. So yeah, my top is actually ready. So guys, this is the final look. This is how it's looking like right now. As you can see, everything is nice and clean, you know, see. All right, so this is the back. See that? So guys, let me know what you think on the comment section. If this tutorial was helpful, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, okay. So let me show you the fitting. Voila, so this is how it look on me. All right, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on my next sewing tutorial. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to do so, okay. So yeah, bye, have a nice day.